It's Lippy Witch, and we are on week, I think, 229, maybe 228. When I do bulk recordings, I tend to always forget what number I'm on. This one's a bit of a serious topic. It's about spiritual bigotry and what we can do about it as individuals. What it boils down to is we can only control our own behaviors. However, say for example, on YouTube, it is pretty pervasive, bigotry in general, but especially spiritual bigotry. There are rules that, if gone to a certain extent, you can report it, and videos will be flagged, videos will be removed, channels might be deleted. It just depends on the repetitiveness of this person posting nasty shit, and how extreme it is. But it's much harder to deal with people in person when it comes to spiritual bigotry, other than walking away. But sometimes you can't, especially if, say, you're living with parents who have pretty extreme views about paganism and witchcraft, and are real nasty about it, but you can't leave because, say, you're a minor. And this is why I always mention, like, if you're in an unsafe environment that you feel, if you came out as a witch, that you feel like maybe, if not physically, mentally, you would be in danger, or emotionally even, then don't come out until you're in a safer environment, if at all, to them. Self-preservation is incredibly important. Your safety is more important than your spirituality at this point, in my opinion, and most, I would assume. But bigotry is not something that's going to go away, sadly. It's just something that exists and is always going to, most likely, unless, I don't know, we get into the science fiction area of, like, wiping brains from being douches. I don't know. But I don't know. It's one of those things. It's really hard to give suggestions on how to deal with, because it is something that is unavoidable at times. Like, online, you can block people, you can report people, and that takes care of most things. But when it's in person, other than walking away, there's sometimes you just can't avoid it. Ignoring is really the only option you have. You may want to cast some spells of protection on yourself, which is probably more appropriate than, say, like, banishing spells or cursing, because I feel that'll exacerbate the situation. That just continuously try to protect yourself. Try to keep a sound mind, because I know it can get pretty difficult when it's consistent and unrelenting. It just shows the ignorance of these people who are bigots in any form, and most of them know that they're being bigots and just don't care, because they're miserable and they want to make other people miserable. So if you keep that in mind, it's a little easier to deal with. It's never going to be easy to deal with, because it's not a fun experience. There are bigots in the pagan community against other pagans or against Christians. Just because you're pagan doesn't mean you're perfect, or that you're better than others. People will believe what they want to believe in spirituality. No way or one path is better than the other. They're all equal in my eyes, just different spokes of the wheel, basically. They're all the same, just a different direction. So, yeah, it's not much I can add more to this, except for just keep yourself safe, block, don't engage if it's online, and report if you can. And when it's in real life, avoid it, avoid it, avoid it if you can. And if you can't, just be safe. So, talk to you later.